I'm on the internet.
Alright, well, I pushed the button, kind of by accident, so we're going down. I had to start recording, like, instantly. Whoa, saw my background there for a second. Let me see if starting the timer screws anything up. I think we're good. Alright, I did read real quick that there isn't any jump scares in this game, so that's going to make me a little bit easier.
Of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
At the same time, this is a creepy game, surprisingly. Like,
it had never occurred to him.
Watching it, you're probably just like, dude, just go. But, like, when you're playing it... Alright. Down in the guts of this thing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Mind control facility. Escape. Mind control facility. Escape. Mind control facility. Escape. Escape. Now, every fiber of my being is telling me, escape. But there's something that's just, yeah. It's a really dark room. Push the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Ooh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. Do I? What do we got here? Numbers upon numbers. Sorry. Looks like numbers upon numbers upon numbers. Well, let's go over here. Isn't this the room they kept Magneto in? Ooh, security camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Ah.
Their true nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals
Where's my
reduced to
office?
images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's my office? Probably never will find it. Oh, what else we got here? What was that noise? Where's 427? 427. There's my office. Look at that. It's kind of cool. I don't know what that noise is, though. Or what's down there. Sure, we'll find out. And I'm sure it'll be creepy.
Mind control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
That makes sense.
His emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Isn't this the catwalk from Star Wars? Somebody gonna come up and tell me this is my father?
To believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Door just opened.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Did I?
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Am I? Am I going? Really? Big button. I can't. No. Why can't I push the big button? There's buttons everywhere and I can't push any. 1, 2. What's this do? 1. Nothing. 2. Nothing. God damn it. Give me something to do. Console disabled. It's really dark. Like, I can't see shit right now. No, I can't. But, oh, that's a big screen. Mind control's idle. Awaiting it. But what happened to everybody else, though? System power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Well, it looks like this is going to be a short game, in theory. It could end right here. If that's the case, I'm just going to keep going through and playing it again, doing different choices. And we'll see what happens. For now, I could turn it off, but let's turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years,
But
you
I was
felt
happy.
You tried to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
No, I want to go back
Stanley,
to being happy.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Well,
I'm afraid
trying.
you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA
Really?
identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
Couldn't have told me
eliminating the
that
entire
earlier.
complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
You
Now
suck.
this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
All right.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
shut up.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
I don't know. How much time do we have left? I can't tell from this giant timer up
But
here.
what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about
Voltage
you,
control, you press any
about
key to
me,
send power surge.
Where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
I
All
just want to
right,
push
I'm in a good
buttons.
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course,
What's down
that
here?
was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
3.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside,
Do
or I
you?
let it burn to a crisp.
Do you? Because I'm going to
Say
replay
this,
it,
though,
and we're
this
going to see
version of
if
events
that's
has
actually
been
true.
rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested
1.
away from you, it's quite rich.
Incorrect.
I almost hate to see it go.
Incorrect.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness,
Incorrect.
only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Oh, shit.
You know
Stairs.
what?
Stairs.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, aren't you just
These
so
are
nice?
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear
what?
me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have
0,
no
5, 2,
idea
1.
where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just
see
assume when you
here.
saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Oh, I'm sure there is. There's buttons labeled
Running
1,
from
2, 3,
button
4.
to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything,
yellow
something
button.
here
Wait, I need
will
a yellow
save
button.
me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
Yellow,
That this
yellow.
video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea
Yellow.
what your purpose in this place is?
With 3 attempts remaining.
Stanley.
3 attempts at
You're in
what?
for quite a disappointment.
Yeah, what's
But
this
here's a spoiler for you. That
Incorrect.
timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Shut up!
You're
Shut up,
only
shut up,
still
shut up.
playing instead of watching.
do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
For every moment that you're powerless.
Yellow.
To see you made humble.
Blue.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
Green.
You wanted
Red.
to control this world. That's
Incorrect.
fine. But I'm going to destroy it first.
Ah!
So you
Goodbye, play 420. Shit!
take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and
I
then
think I'm gonna die in my first playthrough here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, where's
Will you
3?
cling desperately to your frail life?
I wish I could
Or will you
run.
let it go
That'd be
peacefully?
really nice if I could
Not a
run. I have
choice.
13 seconds.
Make it
Oh,
count.
shit.
Or don't. It's all the same to me.
Oh, that's
All a part
5?
of the joke.
That's 5?
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of
I'm
your
dead.
inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
I died. Oh, Well, as long as I can't remember the bot or GLaDOS battle. All right, so it's just gonna start me back in my office. That'd be cool if it did. It does. Yay. All right. So don't do that because you will die. Let's see here.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others,
It's true.
wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Time. It's kind of the theme of this game, isn't it? Time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
All
on
right.
the left.
I think this time. Yeah, let's go to the left this time. Fuck it. That'll be our first major change. Whoa. Sensitivity's a little too high. I like how the clocks actually work, too. That's nice.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do
Feeling
not
a
alter
wave
without
of
consulting a
disbelief,
whiteboard
Stanley
manager.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he
Oh,
might
fuck
find
that.
an
I'm not going
answer
up to the
there.
boss's office. I can go downstairs here. I'm going downstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. I did no such thing. Ooh, a button. Just a light. Just a light.
But Stanley just
Why
couldn't
is
do
there a
it.
car with his light
He considered the
taillights on?
possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
It's
And
true.
in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
It's true.
And then
I am
something
crazy.
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Did
None
that
of it
just
made any
fucking
logical
loop?
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange
1, 2, B4.
observations. For
You
example,
gotta be
why
fucking
couldn't
kidding
he see
me.
his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically
It's true.
behind him wherever he went?
Why
And
can't I
for
see my
that
feet?
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply
God,
repeating?
it is repeating.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Oh, it's just looping.
Relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His
What happened in 1, 2,
co-workers
B4
weren't
though?
actually gone. He wasn't
Oh,
going
there
to
it
lose
is.
his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go
Oh
back
my
to
God.
my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What the fuck?
Then he
I am
imagined
dreaming.
himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was
What
so
is
much
going
fun,
on?
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
It's true.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
It's going full
I'm
meta.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
I'm just gonna keep
And while
going.
He thought it all
I mean,
very odd and wondered if
eventually
this
something's
voice
gonna happen,
spoke to
right?
all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
But I was
Believing
just
that
flying
if
through
he's
space
asleep, he doesn't have to
and
take
floating.
responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh,
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After
it
all,
was.
he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
voice
voice.
was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress
Am I gonna
on
wake
his
up?
back,
I'm gonna wake up in the
the
office, aren't I?
fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
This is a great
Let me
game.
continue pushing the buttons.
Oh my god. I'm
Please.
still getting chills.
It's all I want.
Still getting chilled. I'm
I
still
want
expecting
my
shit to jump out at me.
And my wife.
If I wasn't wearing
and my
headphones, it
job.
wouldn't be as bad.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
It's true.
My life is normal. I am
I'm gonna be on a black screen for the rest of my life.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Am I? Damn.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone
getting
hear
creepy.
my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Nope.
And everything went black.
Nope. 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 Staring at the ground. Don't care. Chicken shit. Yep.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered
Fuck
her
is going
belongings,
on?
and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the
Fuck is
sidewalk.
this?
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He
Named
was
Stanley.
obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am
Oh my
safe.
god, this is a weird
I am
fucking
in
game.
control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this.
Oh,
and in a certain
don't
way,
make my
seeing
brain
this
hurt
man
like
made her
this.
Feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment.
So she just
stood
wandered
there,
off.
staring
Eh.
down at the body.
Fuck this guy.
And then she turned and ran.
Ran. Alright, so that's another ending where I go completely fucking insane. Oh my god, this game. This fucking game. Holy shit. Okay, so we've had explosion by nuclear detonation. We've had running around in circles, going completely insane until apparently actually going insane. Yeah, let's see what else we can get. Holy crap.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Alright, you know what? I want to know. Let's go up to the boss's office, go into that room. I want to see what happens if I turn everything off.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Because we've seen that turning it on makes you explode.
Yet there was not a
We
single
don't want
person here either.
Tips on
Feeling a wave
tips
of
on not getting
disbelief,
fired. Don't get
Stanley
fired.
decided to go up
Don't
to his
not
boss's
get
office, hoping he
not
might
fired.
find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Yeah,
upstairs to
yeah.
his boss's office.
Just follow the directions exactly and see what happens.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
2,
any
4,
human life.
8, 5.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
Something like
He
that.
began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking
This is
behind
different.
paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
I'm
But his
tearing into
attention was
books.
caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad
2,
guarded
8, 4,
the
5.
terrible secret
2,
that lay buried below
4,
his feet.
5.
And so Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No,
That kind
narrator.
of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Really? It is calming. It is very calming New Age music. Thank you, narrator. I actually needed that. Thanks. God.
Feeling soothed and
Oh,
rejuvenated,
this game's not of
Stanley
anything.
calmly walked
Everything,
forward
not just anything.
into the opened
Wait,
passageway.
okay. Oh, I wanted to drop down in there. Alright, we'll try that again sometime. Oh, it's just a dead end. I couldn't tell where I was going, so I had to turn around and actually walk backwards. But it's just a dead end. Alright, going down. Let's take a guess. You push the button and you die from nuclear explosion anyway? Nah, they wouldn't do that. They're all over the place with this game. You push the button and come to find out you are actually in a dream the whole... I have no fucking idea where this is going to go. No idea. And that is amazing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
shit, yeah, I
of
can
the
also
red mind
escape.
control facility.
Forgot about that option. God, there's so many options in this game. You believe this is a mod?
The lights rose on an enormous
This
room
was
packed
originally
with
a mod
television
for
screens.
Half-Life
What
2.
horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh, shit.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have
I am
the
out of
strength
time
to
for
find
this
out?
episode. Holy shit. Alright, well, we've been here before, so I'm going to end it here, and when we get back, we will push this button, watch some monitors, get to the final room, and see what the off button actually does. Alright, guys. Need a minute to calm my nerves, too.